What's up, guys? This is One Time Play here, and today we're gonna be talking about the latest announcements from Fortnite. And you guys, they said they are putting up $100 million for Fortnite esports tournament for the 2018 and 2019 season, guys. This literally implies that there's gonna be a whole lot of new millionaires being made in 2018, 2019 out of just simply playing Fortnite. Like $100 million. I think they said they actually put up $100 million just last year, I believe. No, not $100 million, $1 million last year. And so I don't know, like, this is crazy. They're saying they're putting up $100 million. Imagine how much money they're making. Look, let's look up how much money they're making out of mobile games. Like, let's see. Fortnite mobile earnings. Check this out. I think last time I checked this, it was, when is this? April 18? April, whatever. We're going with this. Last time I checked, they were making close to like 20 million a day. It says here Fortnite's earning 1 million a day. 20 might have been a bit of an exaggeration. It says that players are spending more time with it than Tinder, bruh. People rather play fucking Fortnite than get laid. Are you serious now? Like, dude, Fortnite is fucking, it's crack. Fortnite is the new crack. Like, straight up, legit. Look, earning $1 million a day. This is insane. On mobile alone. This is just on mobile. And like, let's be honest, guys. The least amount of players are playing on mobile. It says here, so far this month, Fortnite has earned 25 million on mobile, and we're barely halfway through April. That means that alone, on the least play platform, which is mobile, they made $25 million in half a month. It says add an Android release to that, and no, it doesn't seem more reasonable that 500 million could be in the cards for the year. $500 million in 1 year in the least profitable platform. Not that I'm saying that it's not maybe the mobile platform is where they will make a lot more money, which I highly doubt, because anybody who really is playing this game is playing it to be competitive due to the fact that that's the mechanism behind this. And if you guys really look at this, it's literally saying that people are playing more Fortnite than they are playing Tinder, which literally translates to people are rather play Fortnite than getting laid. I mean, come on. Like, what has done this to people besides drugs? Fortnite is crack. It's the 21st century crack, and we're seeing it happen right in front of our eyes. It says, how much is Fortnite making overall? That's the trickier question. The last estimate we have is from Super Data, which said that Fortnite made 126 million in February, best in PUBG's 103 million, but it seems likely March was even larger month, and I had not seen figures for it. Basically, they're saying that every single month they keep making more and more money. I never played PUBG. Never in my life. I mean, I played it once when it was free for the console, but that's it, and I don't like it. It looks bad. It looks horrible. As far as I'm concerned, it's not worth the investment of $60. I don't see that paying me back any money. And I know some of you guys don't see you guys spending $60 on something as some sort of investment, but it really is, because you're not only spending $60, you're spending the time that it takes you to make those $60, so you gotta add that to that. And I personally don't think that PUBG even comes close to looking as good or being as good as Fortnite is. I don't know, like, I know I might get a lot of hate here, but I highly doubt it, because you guys are coming here to watch videos on Fortnite. But let's just move on to the announcement, and let's read what it actually says. and then let's go over a bit of speculations, and then you guys can comment below what it is that you guys think will happen. So it says Epic Games will provide 100 million for Fortnite esports tournament prize pools in the first years of competitive play. What that implies is that they're gonna make tournaments, and there's gonna be $100 million available for prizes. So it literally means that it potentially could and it will imply, I mean, depending on how many the competitions they make, which I don't think there will be too many. I don't know, I'll be surprised if there's actually like 10 competitions, to be honest. Maybe 8, since we're already halfway through the year. But I guess this is saying that it's also for 2019. Yes, 2019. So whenever the 2018 the tournaments start, that's when the 2019 season will end. And so I'm assuming that it will be halfway through the year as well. But like I was saying, it shouldn't be that many competitions. So just think about it. It could potentially imply that even third place gets $1 million out of just simply competing and earning his third place. I mean, I'm not saying that that's not a good. That's not good. I mean, absolutely, third place, you go, bruh. Like, that takes a lot to get to third place, man. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure what is the percentage of people that actually get to win a battle royale daily. But last time I checked, I think it was 98% of people fail to do that. So 98% of our players actually don't get to get a single W every single day. So for anybody who's able to get third place, man, you're like the top 2% of all players. Even third place. Nah, I wouldn't say third place is the top 2. Maybe he himself, he actually does get to get W a day, but he might be playing with players that get 20 Ws a day, 15 Ws a day, 100 Ws. He might be playing against players that win every single one of their matches. So I mean, you're gonna be facing pretty like fierce competition in this, and people are very competitive when it comes down to this. I know I personally noticed that on the latest showdown, limited time mode. Honestly, that took me by surprise. There was so many good players. Like, you will see the craziest matches there at the end of the game, and if you don't know how to build, Omega will come for you, John Wick will come for you, and they will one pump you to the face, no doubt. And that's every single time I was playing. Towards the end, it was either an Omega or John Wick, always tearing the competition apart. And it's not just to say that every single person who wears the Omega skin is one of the best players around, but only a good player has unlocked it. And only a good player will spend that much amount of money to actually get the damn suit. Like, I'm not gonna spend what, like, I wanna say it's close to $100 to unlock the skin without playing it, without tears. And I mean, we already got John Wick Season 2, so maybe not everybody who's playing John Wick is a good player. However, I will say that pretty much every player who gets to the end of Showdown, top 5, top 10, is a good damn player. Like, they're not playing around. Those people, they're not playing around. So let's see what it says here. Fortnite competition, grab your gear, drop in and start training. Like they said, guys, Fortnite is telling you to get your shit together and start training. Since the launch of Fortnite Battle Royale, we watch the passionate community competition grow and can't wait to empower you to battle with the best. In the 2018-19 season, Epic Games will provide $100 million to fund prize pools for Fortnite competitions. That's a shit ton of money, guys. Like I said, that literally implies that third place could walk away with millions of dollars. Literally, like I'm being skeptical about the fact that they might actually make shit ton of tournaments. So I'm assuming that $100 million divided by 10 competitions is $10 million in total. That means that at least the first place is getting 5, second place is getting 3, and everybody else, like maybe all the way to 5th place, is getting $1 million. Like, that's a shit ton of money, guys. Like, I don't know what the fuck. like it didn't used to be like this. At one point, nobody became a millionaire out of playing video games, but this is changing. This is changing, guys. We're getting behind competitive play in a big way. No kidding. $100 million is no joke. But our approach will be different. We plan to be more inclusive and focus on the joy of playing and watching the game. Oof. Oof. I don't know what that really implies, but it could potentially imply that they're talking about including levels of people that are competing, from professional to hard to easy to medium, etc., so that everybody can win, which will actually make this a lot more enjoyable for hundreds of more players, and it will bring a whole lot of more money to Fortnite, because a lot of more people will actually buy tickets to include themselves to participate in these tournaments, which I think is a great idea. And let's not forget that they're actually talking about watching the game, because I do enjoy myself seeing a good player play Fortnite. Sometimes I find myself sitting at home watching a 20-minute video from one of the best Fortnite players, which could either be a Ninja, Daquan, Dakotas. It could be any person, really. Some of them are really good, and I'll sit there and watch the whole 20-minute video. Like, I didn't used to do that shit. I didn't used to sit here and just watch 20-minute videos just on Fortnite. Like, things are changing, and Fortnite is changing it. Stay tuned for more details about the competitive structures and eligible platforms in the weeks ahead. Okay, let's talk about the platforms. I'm assuming that PC is gonna be there, and Xbox and PlayStation are gonna be there. I want to say mobile as well, because I mean it doesn't make sense not to. But now people are talking about how there's gonna be a crossover between PC and console, and I highly doubt that. I don't think that would be fair. Because just think about what you're saying. You're saying that somebody who's playing with a freaking keyboard and a mouse, who just literally, you have to just only place the freaking mouse on top of that guy and press down to shoot. Relative in comparison to somebody who's playing in a console, you have to move the joystick on top of that person, and not just that, you gotta make sure you don't press that damn thing when you shoot, or when that person is moving. You have to make sure that you don't do or mess the whole thing up in order to shoot accurately. You don't have to do that on PC. You just don't have to do it, which is a huge advantage. It just doesn't make sense for them to put PC players against console players. It's like saying, okay, let's. It's like playing console players against mobile. It's like it's still unfair. Like the console player will win against the mobile player. Like, I try to play, I almost got my dub. That's how you see it is relative to like consoles. Consoles only have like 10 wins, 7 wins, and it's just way harder to play against players who are playing the same thing, and then to play against players who are playing in a platform which is a lot easier. Like, it's different, it's not the same, and it will be absolutely, I think it will be unfair for people to play to cross platforms such as computers, and to play against people who are playing on console. It just doesn't make sense to me. So I don't think they will do that. They might actually do exclusive events where it's just Xbox, Sony, and PC. They might actually do exclusives for mobile. And if they do that, then they will have more than 10 tournaments or competitions within this period of time. So it will make sense that they'll do that. And I mean, $100 million could very well fund all those different exclusive events, but they should have some sort of crossover where it's not necessarily to rank to see who wins, but it definitely should be to have fun, to just play for the joy of playing, and they should have people from PC play against console. I mean, not for the money itself, but just the best players from each excuse me. From each platform. That would be fun to see. It would be amusing for the most part, because it would be so shocking to see a console player actually win. So this is pretty much all I wanted to talk about. And if you guys think that maybe they might do a PC and console crossover, and if you guys actually think that's fair, then I want to hear you guys' opinions in the comments below. If you guys like the content thus far, or would like us to make videos about any other things that you guys have questions about, Please leave a comment below on that. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you actually like the video, and if you like the content, don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss any of the videos. Click that bell so that you stay updated. And that's it, guys. That's it for me today. This is One Time Play signing.